my channel, welcome. I'm Mad Chen and I'm a digital illustrator. I create Procreate tutorials for beginners. In today's Procreate tutorial, I'm going to show you how to use Symmetry in Procreate. So first we're going to come up here to the Actions tool, which looks like a wrench. Then we need to click on Canvas and turn on Drawing Guide, then click on Edit Drawing Guide. So down here you can see that we have a couple of drawing guide options. The first on the left is 2D grid, then we have isometric, next is perspective, and the last one here is symmetry. Today's Procreate tutorial will focus on the symmetry tool. But before we get into that, let's look at the other options here on the screen. Down on the left here is opacity, so you can change the transparency of your grid lines. And in the middle here is thickness, so you can adjust the thickness of your drawing guide so that it's easier to see. And up here we have a spectrum of colors that you can choose from to change the color of your guidelines. I'm going to be choosing black for today's Procreate tutorial. With symmetry selected, we can now go down here and click on options. So we have a small list of guide options here. The first one is vertical, which is currently selected, and you can see this with the vertical line on the canvas. And now we're going to go down here and turn on assisted drawing. And then we'll come up here to the top right and click on done, which will take us back to the canvas. For this first example, I'm going to be using the color red to demonstrate the mirror symmetry effect. So let's just draw a simple squiggly line. So you can see that whatever I did on the left side of the line, there is a mirror effect as I drew from top to bottom. Now there's another type of effect under the vertical drawing guide. So I'm going to come back here to actions and go back to edit drawing guide. And then we're going to go down here and click on options again. And we have rotational symmetry down here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. Then click on done. For the rotational symmetry demonstration, I'll use the color green so that you can see the difference between the red that I showed you earlier and the rotational example I'm about to show you now. You'll notice that as I start drawing from the top left side of the vertical line, that the starting point of the other green squiggly line is starting from the bottom of the canvas. Rotational symmetry copies anything that you draw, but it just rotates it around. So we're going to do the same thing for the next example. I'm going to go back here to Actions, Edit Drawing Guide. Then I'm going to go back and click on Options down here. So we're going to choose the Horizontal Guide option next, and we're going to turn Assisted Drawing on, and then click on Done. You'll see that our drawing guide has now changed to a horizontal line. I'm going to use red again for the mirror effect, and we're going to draw the same squiggly line. Now let's see what happens when we turn on rotational symmetry. I'm going to come back up here again to Actions, click on Edit Drawing Guide, click on Options, and turn on rotational symmetry. Then let's use green again for the rotational symmetry example. The horizontal rotational symmetry effect also copies your drawing, but just rotates it around. The starting point for the mirror effect and the rotational symmetry effect start from different locations. I'm going to go back to the list and I'm going to choose the Quadrant Guide option. And once again, turn on Assisted Drawing, then click on Done. And this time we have a cross for a drawing guide with the vertical and horizontal lines present. Let's use red again to draw on the left side of a line. So here we can see that the starting point is at the cross, but it still did a mirror effect. Let's do another one of these on the horizontal guide. And we have a nice mirror effect here on the horizontal line as well. So now let's go back to guide options and turn on rotational symmetry. Again, we're going to use green for the rotational symmetry example. I'll start drawing from the left side of a line. We can see that the rotational symmetry effect is more clear when you use the Quadrant Guide option. The green squiggly line was clearly rotated in this example. So let's go back to check the last option, which is the Radial Guide option. And we're going to turn on Assisted Drawing. Click Done. Let's use red again to draw on the left side of a line. We have a nice mirror effect here using red. So let's do it again on the other cross. So now it's time to demonstrate what happens when we use green, turn on rotational symmetry, and draw on the left side of a line. We have a nice rotation pattern here on the left side of each line. Lastly, if you want to turn off drawing guide, you just need to go back to guide options and come down here and turn off assisted drawing. Thanks for watching, guys. Please support this channel by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to Mad Chen. If you have any questions, comments, or problems with Procreate, please leave comments down below because I want to be supportive and help you guys get better at using Procreate and also get better at your artwork. You can also check out my other Procreate tutorials, which I will leave links up above and also in the description below. I hope you guys have a lovely day, and I will see you in the next Procreate tutorial.